Yikes, you guys, this is rough. Allen Lazard is out indefinitely with a core muscle injury, had surgery on it, and is going to be out for quite a bit of time. Will no doubt be placed on injured reserve sooner than later, and doesn't look good. Our wide receivers seem to be dropping like flies, and this is not good news going forward, as Allen is coming off a tremendous game, probably the best game of his career with the Packers, in my opinion. This is just a bummer to have to hear news about a guy that's on the come up and that just secured the number two wide receiver position and proved to all those who doubted the group of receivers that we have that could step up to be the number 2 receiver. It was Allen all along, and right now we have a good number 3 in Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who will no doubt step up into the number 2 role, with Allen being out for probably a significant amount of time. But it's not all gloom and doom, you guys. Equanimeous St. Brown, who was placed on injured reserve with a knee injury a few weeks ago, past this game against the Falcons and the bye week, could be a possibility for him to return off a knee injury, so there's a possibility we could get him back and be able to field some more healthy receivers with Allen being out for a long time. That is something that we can hang our hats on and hope that maybe Equanimeous can come back and be able to get some action in there, catch a few passes from Aaron, and we can still keep our offense top flight and rolling in to mid-season. But this is a tough break for the Packers. I mean, Davante Adams, he's still dealing with a hamstring injury, but the good news is that he has been practicing on a limited basis, unfortunately. But I think that this is going to be the week where Davante is going to come back. I think that the Packers probably kept him out of practice, probably just out of precaution, as he was actually almost willing to come back into the Lions game after he went out with the injury, and I'm pretty optimistic that Davante will return for this game, and we will be just fine to take on the Atlanta Falcons, who have an abysmal defense. They have an absolutely horrible secondary. They give up points left and right, and that's all that it is. I'm pretty confident that we'll still be able to roll on offense. Aaron Jones, he'll still be able to do his damage against a really weak defense in general. It's not just weak against the pass, it's generally pretty weak against the run. With a nice primetime game at Lambeau, I'm pretty certain that this team is going to go into the game just fine, and we are going to head to 4-0. I just want to assure you that everything is going to be fine for this upcoming week, and then maybe once we get past the bye, we get a little bit healthier. Maybe there will be some options going forward. We could possibly sign a receiver in free agency, possibly bring up Reggie Begelton, give him some chances, as we have replenished the practice squad at wide receiver. We signed a couple of guys, Caleb Scott and Juwan Winfrey, so that is kind of something that kind of gives me the notion that the Packers probably could elevate Reggie Begelton or Robert Foster on the practice squad and then bring them forward to the 53-man roster to help offset the loss of Allen. So those are the options, is that we can elevate bring up one of our practice squad wide receivers, Begelton, Foster, wait around to see what happens, to see if Equanimeous St. Brown can come off the injured reserve list and return to the 53-man roster, or we can sign a receiver, and fingers crossed, that's kind of what I'm hoping that we do, is that this team really, really could still use some help there regardless. Granted, it may take some time for this receiver to get up to speed, but that's kind of where the bye week is going to come in handy, is for that receiver to get to learn the offense really quickly, get into the playbook, get some reps with Aaron, and then maybe get some catches in week 6 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is who we go up against. And that is all I have to say on this subject matter, as I'm getting over a little bit of an ailment. I'm still a little bit, still trying to get over it, but I'm almost back to 100% health myself. So with all that, I'll catch you guys later. Go Pack Go.